Virgos, this is going to be a reading for you. Today we're going to be looking at the truth that you need to hear at the moment. Now, when I say harsh, I gotta clarify that so nobody thinks that this reading is supposed to be negative. It's a very neutral reading. It's whatever comes up, but this is just the direct truth that you may need to hear. And yeah, depending on how you take it, if you get in your feelings or if you acknowledge it, is really gonna be on you. But keep in mind, this is general. Take what applies, leave the rest. If at any point you feel like you need a personal, definitely check out the information listed below. We have some new moon and Scorpio sessions available, and I'm doing same day, and it's first come, first serve, so understand that. So if there's no more sessions for the same day you want to book, just choose the next day. But let's go ahead and get into it. Virgos, the harsh truth they need to hear. You have love. I think this is the lovers in this deck. Six of Fire, which would be the Six of Wands. Okay. And we have the Ace of Earth in reverse. Okay, so strong message that's already coming through. So first thing I'm hearing is don't beat yourself up for things related to other people. Not necessarily working out. There's like personal relationships that you have with certain individuals, and like they're real testy at this moment, or they have been, and you may have had to cut certain people off, or certain people just kind of like fell out of your life essentially and may have not been as consistent with you, right? I'm hearing like you make sure you're not internalizing it, because some of you are taking it as a personal hit to either your self-esteem, or thinking that you may be like the whole problem when that may not be the case. Okay, I'm also hearing like don't feel hurt for someone not being ready. So I don't know how that correlates with everyone's situation, but this feels like where there's people who you've wanted to like make up their mind and, you know, decide if they wanted to be with you romantically or, you know, make certain moves with you, and they weren't able to make those decisions. Don't feel bad or feel as if it's your fault. Another thing I'm seeing, and sorry if you guys hear that noise, the next thing I'm seeing, I see the Six of Fire is like a card that's really calling out to me, because the Six of Fire is actually a really positive card. So it's kind of going into personal success. What I'm hearing is you need to keep your eye on the prize. Some of you are, I don't know, like life kind of catches up to us. So maybe life is kind of caught up to you to where you're more focused on like practical things and trying to take care of like your household, the bills, things like that, to where when it comes to your passions or your creative endeavors, you're not really able to focus on them as much as you would like to. But Spirit is saying, make sure that you guys are allowing yourself to explore opportunities for success in the things that you are passionate about by being consistent and keeping your eye on the prize. Okay? Okay, another thing I'm hearing is attention seeking. So some of you guys have a certain individual who is very attention seeking, and at some point Spirit wants you to recognize that and see it for what it is. The more you give this person attention, the more that they're just going to try to leverage that, okay? Someone does not deserve your attention at all. We have the Six of Earth. The Messenger of Fire. So I think this would be the Page of Wands in reverse. And we have the Moon. We got at the bottom of the deck. We have the High Priestess. So just overall, it's like Spirit is saying that you guys really are in the know in regards to what you need to do already. So maybe this reading is more so a confirmation than a telling you what to do type of reading. But this is screaming like a need for reciprocation, a need for balance. This is either in money, effort, energy. Some of you have been giving a lot of yourself to your career, to your partner, to family, to things outside of yourself, and you don't feel like you're getting anything back in return, essentially. And with this energy, Spirit is saying, yeah, where you're noticing that there's an imbalance, you guys need to correct it by pulling back some of your energy a bit, you know? Where there's a lot of secrecy surrounding a certain individual and what they want, especially if this is like a sexual relationship. Okay, there's definitely a need for you to make sure, okay, this is something you guys need to hear, that you're not like answering this person's text messages, their calls, or feeding into it if that's not what you're necessarily looking for. Like if you're in the space of uncertainty with the particular individual and they don't seem like they know what they want, what else is going on? Virgos, knock knock. GPS, solar powered. Okay. So another thing that I'm seeing, again, this is kind of correlating with what I was saying earlier. This is just more so a confirmation, I guess, for me, for what I was feeling. This is making sure, again, when it comes to certain doors that you guys have in place, that you know which doors should be open and revisited and which ones shouldn't. Especially when it comes to certain people. A lot of times what happens is people don't come back around because they've changed or they realize what they did to you or they want to take accountability. Most of the time it's more so them trying to come back around and see if you'll take them back or ignore what they did in the past. And you'll know if you're dealing with somebody who's like that, who doesn't really like to take accountability for their actions. So yes, and then another thing I'm seeing, like, while some of you guys feel like you've taken a detour when it comes to your personal path, understand there's always a way for you guys to kind of like redirect that energy and turn that around. So where like some of you guys have been just being really hard on yourself, whether that's you not showing up or being consistent in your endeavors, or you feeling like you should be doing a lot more with your life, make sure you guys are taking it easy, okay? And I know that's a lot for me to ask from Virgos because you guys really do overthink sometimes, but there's definitely a need for you guys to make sure you are taking a chill pill and allowing yourself to grow and blossom naturally, because you guys are still on the right path. It's just sometimes, like I said, we take a little detour. So this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful. If you need a personal, definitely check out the information below. Okay, get you a reading. Like I said, it's first come, first serve with the same day readings. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.